Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Old people have this thing about them where as they get older, they dislike being treated like children. But I feel like the problem with that is the older they get, the more they kind of tend to act like children. You know what I mean? I almost have twice as many seeds as I need to like open this stage. You want to watch this nonsense or are you good?
Sure. I realize that didn't answer your question. Yes, I would like to see the nonsense.
I am definitely getting to the point where I'm making people answer questions when I ask them. I'm asking, so I'm playing with Super Moose. Not intentionally, but it's happening. Welcome back to Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Mark is here now. Apparently he would have been here 2 episodes ago, but I didn't read those messages because I was playing fucking Mario. So
this place is intense.
And it would have sucked if he'd have been here because in that one stage, I wouldn't have been able to really edit that stuff out. How does something with no bones become a dry bone?
How, I mean...
Oh, right! They can't because they're walkie boys.
They are walkie boys. You can't normally stomp on a piranha plant. Why would you be able to stomp on a piranha plant with bones?
That's a good question. Oh, poor baby. I got you. Oh.
Thank you. Daisy has reached the goal.
Weird, I was not playing with Daisy. So yeah, I have. I hadn't heard that Spider-Man 2 was a short game.
That's the main criticism I've heard about it. That and like apparently people think that like while the game is very pretty, the actual people part of the game, like the way people look, is not up to par with the rest of the game. Again, I don't know how true any of this is. It's just what I've heard.
You see that shit?
Yeah,
you did see that shit. I heard you respond to it. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay.
Just long Mario now.
Okay. This fucking limbo.
These sections really do feel like someone was just given the LSDs and just told like, so what are you seeing right now?
Turns out, like the guy who directed the other new Super Mario Brothers games, like the new, he directed this.
Oh.
And like that don't really mean much. I don't know how directing a video game works. What even is this?
Super Mario Wonder?
Oh, there we go.
Secret.
More secret. Yeah, baby. Oh.
Too bad.
Fucker.
So when you say you can help your friends find secrets, what like you just
They can
point
see
it out
where.
to them?
Yes, because they like see. I can see where he is, where like Elephant Toad is. I can see where he is. How the fuck did I do that? Doing it again.
And another.
So yeah, like I can see where they are and they can see where I am. So I can be like, over here, where this thing is. And that's about it. That's literally all it is. Like, I don't know if that's like what the game intends for you to be able to do, but that is what you are able to do. No, no. Also, I found out that the enemies do get like hissy with you when you show up. So like I can't show you right now because you can't really see anything. But like let's say like if I was walking near a Goomba or a Toad, when you're nowhere near them, they're just kind of like minding my business, happy Toad boy. But if when they get close to you, their facial expression turns to anger. And like Patch was saying that he thought it was kind of wild that that Mario is effectively just ruining these people's days because they're not doing anything to him. He just shows up and he just, you know. What the hell is that? Aha!
I mean, for a great deal of the games, like that could be argued in general.
Better.
Because I don't actually know how much the boos actually are helping Bowser in the Super Mario game. Like, are they actually helping Bowser, or they just happen to be like haunted houses along the way?
Here's the better question. Was any of what I just did real?
That's a good question.
Because like I just kind of popped out of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I got the Wonder Seed and then that was it. I was done. I was no longer seeing what I was seeing before. So was Mario really experiencing that? This is a bubble
Whether or
flower.
not it was real or not, I think for Mario it was real.
That's problematic. So these are the bubble. This is the bubble. This is, I don't know why it's pink. Because I think this outfit was in Super Mario. Is in Smash Bros.
It is.
Yeah. So in this game, it's the bubble flower,
Mm.
and he throws bubbles. You climbed. Oh, I'm still sick. If anybody hadn't put it together, you climbed all the way up here to the summit just to play with me, huh? Well, if you wanna play that bad, I guess we can. I'm gonna do some wild stuff with Wonder Power, and you should be extra scared. I will cut your tail off. Ah, fuck. So I can jump off of the bubbles. Well, I can jump on them? I don't know if I can jump off of them. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Can I jump on your head? I can jump on your head. I'm the stupid person. Alright, I got it. And now he's gonna glow up. Put it in Smash Bros. God damn. That's all I'm saying, man. Is it ice now? Yeah, it's ice now. Okay. This feels like a fucking rubber raw stage.
He seems very upset. Like he does not feel in control at the moment.
I don't want to fail. There we go. I'm a big boy. What the fuck is this? Is this piss? Am I in piss?
It looks like honey.
It looks like honey, but
Piss. Congealed piss.
oh, hello. Out here. You stupid.
Fucking ducked him. You punched me.
Oh, check this out. You can wiggly waggly while you're crouched.
I mean,
Out here. Oh no, that's
it is cute.
oh. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you can't. What is that? That's what, like, my experience with this game thus far. In the, like, 5 or so hours of it I've given my time to. It's a little over 5 hours. But, like, of the time of my life I've given this game, every time something happens, I'm always like, what? Mark, say something real quick.
Something real quick.
Never mind. Every time something happens, I'm like, what the fuck was that? What is this? What's happening? Like, all the time. And I'm not hating that. I find it wild that the game is able to just, like, I feel like this is what a video game should be like. Like, I feel like in an alternate universe, this is what somebody's playing when they're watching a movie. Like, when you're watching a movie and you see somebody playing a video game, and, like, it's just a pantomime. Give me a second. I'm coughing to death.
To death, you say.
Oh my god.
To shreds, you say.
With the royal seed from Fluff Puff's Peaks in hand, Mario's party continues their journey. But the road ahead is filled with even more dangers, and Mario's quest is starting to get much more difficult. Will they overcome what awaits them? How well will they use the badges they find? Wait. How well they use the badges they find will make all the difference. Ha ha ha! But, like, I feel like this is what, like, old people think video games are. Like, to them, it's, you know how, like, when you're, like, listening to somebody explain something you don't understand, and it's like you might as well be speaking French. Like, that's what this is, in my opinion, to older people. It's because they genuinely have no fucking clue what they're looking at. So like, to older people, to people who don't play video games, what a video game is could be anything because they don't play them. So they don't really have a point of reference. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the epitome of, I don't know what Mario is supposed to be. So why can't it be anything? And I feel like that's what video games should be. Like, outside of something like, you know, like Mario specifically, Crash Bandicoot and Sonic the Hedgehog are in that same category. Let's head back to Pedal Isles. The wind up here is pretty strong, so hold on tight, Bubba. Today's Bootsy, baby. So, like, those games definitely, I keep forgetting that's a load screen and not a menu. Oh, stuff's happening. All right, Royal Seed, go ahead and get rid of the cloud piranhas protecting Bowser. I forgot that's what happened.
That's what you were working towards?
Yes, I completely forgot. Like,
you're trying to defeat Calamity Bowser.
Like, I forgot that, like, the seeds did it. I forgot that he had the clouds. Like, I just forgot.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot more going on that would make you forget such a thing.
Hooray! It worked. Thank you so much. Now, let's keep at it. So, where next? Oh, I know. Shining Falls. I'm sure there's a royal seed at the top of those waterfalls. Let's start by heading east, toward the Shining Falls. You live here. You know what? Let me take that back. I live in Carruthersville. There are places in this town I've never been. There's streets in this town I 100% have never been down. Like there are buildings that I could straight up be like, so here's something that you don't know, and I'm gonna tell you right now. So this is the courses menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing at the bottom of the screen is the courses for a location. So let's say this is the first this is the first area, and each one of these is the course.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to, I can simply go to the course, hit A, and then boom, I'm right there at it. Like just like with a 3D world, how you could like jump from world to world, but instead of just jumping from world to world, I can go directly to the stage I want to go through. Now, more importantly, if I'm not mistaken, it only works. Yes, it takes me right here, which is where I want to go.
It makes it all more convenient.
Now, I don't know if that works for where I just left from. Oh man, my head hurts. My sinuses are killing me. But here's the important thing. So, can you see the screen? You can see the screen. All right, you see you see in the middle of the screen where they have the thing on the left side of the middle of the screen, there's Welcome to Flower Kingdom. That's the name of the stage.
Yes.
Below the name of the stage is the difficulty. Below the difficulty is if I have or have not reached the top of the flagpole. Below the flagpole is the 2 Wonder Seeds. Below the Wonder Seeds is the 3 flower coins. Sounds simple enough, yeah?
Yeah.
But as you can see, this stage, and this stage all have Wonder Seeds. All have the 1, the 2, and the 3. You see the motif, right?
Yes.
Can you see behind the Wonder Seeds? Do you see like a little faint green outline of a flower?
I do indeed see that.
That means I've gotten everything in that stage. Now, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it'll show that this stage and the 2 stages before it, I got all 2. I got the 2 seeds. Yeah.
I would imagine.
This stage does not have the check mark. This stage has it, this stage has it, and this stage has it. But I'm sure that you can see, like, this has 3 Wonder Seeds. The game, certain stages, not all the stages, certain stages have multiple Wonder Seeds. But the game does not tell you which stages have multiple Wonder Seeds. So, I can say that there are people, like I've heard that there are people who feel that this game is like relatively mediocre and that there's like not much to the game. I've heard people say that like, and like I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. If you genuinely are one of the people who feel like this game is meh, eat a dick. Because like I feel like you're only saying it to be cool, and it's the same with like I said about Breath of the Wild. If you don't like Breath of the Wild, it's because you're bad at it. That's it. And I feel like if you feel like this game isn't that interesting, you're a fucking liar. Like you're just a liar. It might not be for you, but I'm saying if you like, oh, well, it's not as good as this other Mario game, you're just better at that Mario game than you are this one. That's it. Like to say that this isn't interesting is this game is the definition of interesting. Like I said earlier, there is no.
Here we go.
There's absolutely no identifier for what a Mario game has to be. Like there isn't. From Super Mario World
I was gonna say, like, for the fact that like Super Mario Sunshine exists, and then Super Mario
people
Odyssey
love it.
exists,
And people love Sunshine. People fucking love Sunshine. I do not. Like we've had this conversation. Like me,
which is completely valid.
Well, me, Mike, and Patch have had this conversation. Me and Mike hate Sunshine. Patch really likes Sunshine. And you know, ow.
Oh no!
Oh wow! Well, excuse me. I didn't know that I was the bad one. Oh,
Like
I'm the worst.
stylistic, I like Sunshine a lot. I enjoyed a lot for the fact that like it introduced Bowser Jr. I think that it's cool that like the stylistic, like the way the paint like is all fucked up looking. But I can accept that like it's a very strong departure from everything. I think that's the first time they had like full-on voice acting in the game.
Oh, please believe. Yeah, when he fucking started talking, yeah, nobody saw that shit coming. Why was it so easy that time?
Are you complaining?
That it was easy? No.
You better not. Or do I mean I don't have any stake in this. I don't have a stake.
It is what it is. Like I said before, like God damn it. We're coming back. But yeah, like and I have Sunshine. Like Sunshine came with my GameCube, and I beat it, and I still don't like it. Like it just wasn't what it was. But I'm not a Mario game. I didn't like it because I didn't like. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've said before that I'm bad at 3D platformers, and like that game looks like you mastered that badge. Do you want me to wear it? No. I've always said I'm not good at 3D platformers. I have bad depth perception, and like I don't think there's anything I can do to change that. Like I just don't have good eyesight. Like what the fuck you want me to do? And so I'm not saying because I know it might sound like I'm just saying like, so you're saying people can't like this, but you can not like Sunshine? It's like no, not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you can dislike this game, but your reasoning bet not be no bullshit. Because if your reasoning is like, well, it's not really a Mario game. Oh, it's just kind of mediocre. There's nothing about it that's really interesting. What the fuck do you consider interesting then? Again, why was it not that hard that time? Because like, I feel like, what do you want I guess is my question.
Which is a good question. What do you want?
Impressive.
Did I not get that third? I didn't. Where the fuck is it? We're going back in.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mario.
You're welcome.
But I suppose this is like the new era of Mario. Like people say, like it looks different. No, I'm good. Like to say that like this is the new voice of Mario. This is a different Mario game. Like this is a new era. I don't know. Again, I don't at all know what to like. I don't know. It feels weird to hear people say like a game isn't good, or like that a game is mediocre because they're like it's not hard enough. And like, cause even Patch felt like you're like, oh, this game like has shit. Gotcha, bitch. Didn't need you. Like,
I mean, that same criticism happened whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Everyone was like, it doesn't have critical mode. It's too easy. The attractions make the game too easy. You should turn them off. Like, just let people have fun. Like, yeah, I like the hard aspects of Kingdom Hearts, but I didn't complain.
Not to mention that they did give you that eventually.
Yeah, they did eventually give you that.
And I really feel like a good chunk of like the other Kingdom Hearts games, they're not hard because they were like, no, we want to make this game mad difficult. Those games were hard. Ow, fucking assholes. those games were hard because they were like half-ass designed. Because some of the fuckery in those games, people who like hard games, like simply have I don't know. I feel like your dad is like Philip Fry. Like your dad is a hard ass on you, like he has been your entire life, and you've not known how to live outside of that, like that emotional state. Like life has to be difficult. That's how you know life is good, is when it's difficult. Like you're a pansy if you're living life too easily. And so like for people who play like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 or like whatever the other ones were, they were like mad hard. And your idea is that like, no, it's better because it's hard. You got good at it being difficult. Like the game was mad fucking, like I platinumed fucking Pro Skater 5. I used to play Pro Skater 5 for fun. That game's ass, boy. That game's terrible. Like it is only fun in the sense of it's the only thing you have, or it's the only only point of reference you have for Tony Hawk. You know what I'm saying? Like if Pro Skate, like if you're like
in general, like the same people that argue that stuff is like the same sort of people that would be like, oh, well, games were better back when you didn't have the ability to save whenever you wanted. We didn't have auto saves back in our day. Like if you forgot to save, you had to go all the way back like 2 hours.
What the fuck are you talking like? And to that person, I say, what the fuck are you talking about? The majority of those games didn't even have battery saves. You had to have a fucking password to get where you needed to be.
Yeah.
And there were plenty of like books out there and like a code websites, not websites, but like tips and tricks books that offered you the passwords to get where you wanted to be. I'm looking at you, Metroid. Like that's what I'm talking about. So like if you're like, oh, it was better back then. No, it wasn't. Back then they didn't have what they needed to make it in. They had a very limited supply of stuff. They had
to like stretch it as far as they possibly
Yeah, they had to make it work. And because you had, again, absolutely zero point of reference, seeing 8-bit Mario run across your fucking like color cathode ray tube TV, and you being able to control him, or playing Punch Out, or playing Bubble Bobble, was mind-blowing because you had never been able to do something like that. Like before then, all you had was like Atari, and it didn't look as good. So to say like, well, I like games were better back then. They weren't. They were amazing at the time. It's the same reason like your first girlfriend wasn't the best woman you'll ever meet in your life. She was just the first girlfriend you had. So you were just fucking excited. Like it's it's like when you say, oh, well, their music isn't as good as it used to be. When you first discovered them, you'd never heard their music before. It was fresh, it was new, it was exciting, it was different. But now you've heard it.
And now every time you hear music that's even vaguely like it, you're just gonna always say, oh, well, they're copying off that thing.
Which, could be true, but that doesn't have to be true. That is not exclusively the truth. And so like, I don't know why I'm like defending this game so harshly, like so staunchly, because but I do feel like to say like, oh, this game isn't really all that interesting. You're a fucking liar. Like you're trying really hard to be like different and like put like this idea out there. But also Mike has a tendency to latch on to shit like that like helps him prove a point. Because that's where I heard that from. Like Patch said that he felt the game was a little too easy. Mike said he watched the streamer say that he was more interested in talking to the chat than he was playing the game. And that just sounds like something a streamer says to get you to engage with him. Because nothing gets somebody more engaged than negativity. Like it's dumb. So yeah. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. I'm sorry I ranted. I'm sorry I raved. My nose feels like it's about to explode. So I got that going for me. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, get out.